Let me ask you something. If AI takes your job tomorrow, what exactly is it taking? I want a burger. Where are the humans? Only robots are working here. And it will be like that for the rest of humans' history. Your brain? Your hands? Your experience? Or just the boring parts you secretly hate? Because if you actually believe a robot is coming for you personally, either you're wildly important or you haven't looked closely at what your job really is. Here's the uncomfortable truth. AI is not coming for you. It's coming for the parts of your job that are predictable. And if you don't understand that difference, you're going to panic. And panic makes people poor. So before we continue, do something important. Hit subscribe. Not because I need validation. I survived dial-up internet. But because we break down economic shifts before they break you. And today, we're going to dismantle the biggest fear story of this decade. Stay until the end, because I'll show you exactly how to position yourself so AI makes you richer instead of replaceable. Every generation believes their technological change is the scariest. When factories appeared, workers smashed machines. When computers entered offices, people thought paperwork careers were dead. When the internet arrived, experts predicted the collapse of education, media, and business. Now it's AI. And the headlines are dramatic because fear sells. But let's remove the drama. Most AI systems today do not think. They do not understand. They do not wake up plotting career domination. They recognize patterns. That's it. They look at enormous amounts of data and predict the most likely next outcome. The next word, the next image pattern, the next statistical correlation. That's powerful, but it's not magic. And here's the key insight most people miss. If your job is built mostly on predictable patterns, then parts of it, but if your job includes judgment, strategy, taste, ethics, persuasion, or emotional intelligence, those layers are much harder to replace. Your career is not one task, it's a stack of micro-tasks. Some are repetitive, some are cognitive, some are strategic, some are deeply human. AI is exceptionally good at repetitive cognition. It is not exceptionally good at wisdom. And wisdom is where money concentrates long-term.
Now here's where things get interesting. Remember my video about social media millionaires? The ones selling luxury lifestyles, rented Lamborghinis, financial freedom courses, while quietly monetizing your insecurity. If you haven't watched that one, pause this video after we finish this section and go watch it. Because it explains something critical. Some people need you distracted. Some people need you chasing aesthetics instead of skills. Some people need you comparing lifestyles instead of building leverage. Fear is profitable. So when AI headlines scream, "You're finished," guess who benefits? The platforms, the influencers, the gurus selling AI-proof income systems. If you understand technology instead of fearing it, you stop being emotionally manipulated. And when you stop being manipulated, you stop being monetized. That's dangerous for the people who sell you panic. Let's get precise. Automation historically replaces tasks, not entire professions overnight. The ATM didn't eliminate banks. It reduced cash handling labor. Spreadsheets didn't eliminate accountants. They eliminated manual calculation. Email didn't eliminate communication. It eliminated postal delay. Each time, something subtle happened. The repetitive layer was compressed. The human layer expanded. This is called task reallocation. Take marketing. AI can generate 50 ad copy variations in seconds. But who decides which message aligns with brand identity? Who evaluates long-term positioning? Who understands cultural sensitivity? Humans. Take law. AI can scan contracts and highlight inconsistencies. But interpreting legal nuance, courtroom strategy, negotiation leverage? Human. Take coding. AI can draft code snippets, but designing scalable systems, anticipating edge cases, managing architecture complexity? Still human. Even creative work follows this pattern. AI can generate art styles, but it doesn't understand cultural context, emotional resonance, or lived experience. It imitates. And imitation is not the same as insight. Here's a simple metaphor. Your job is a layered sandwich. The bottom layer, repetitive tasks. Middle layer, analytical thinking, top layer, strategy, and judgment. AI is very good at eating the bottom layer, but the top layer, the decision layer, still determines value. The real risk is not that AI replaces you. The risk is that you cling to the bottom layer. And here's where most people make a mistake. They either A. Ignore AI completely, B. Panic and assume collapse. Both are wrong. In the second half of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to position yourself so you benefit from AI instead of competing against it. But before we go there, ask yourself something uncomfortable. If AI removed 30% of your current tasks, would your value increase or disappear? That question determines your financial future. If you're getting value from this breakdown, like the video, it tells the algorithm this isn't fear porn, it's strategy. And strategy is what keeps you employed. The real competition is not machine versus human. It's amplified human versus static human. The worker who uses AI tools efficiently becomes faster. The freelancer who integrates AI into workflows becomes more scalable. The entrepreneur who automates routine processes gains leverage. And leverage compounds. This has happened before. The accountant who learned Excel early dominated. The photographer who adopted digital editing thrived. The business that embraced e-commerce survived. Technology doesn't eliminate competition, it upgrades it. If two people apply for the same role and one can produce output 40% faster because they understand modern tools, who wins? Not because they're smarter, because they're amplified. AI is a multiplier, and multipliers reward initiative. Let's make something very clear. The real competition is not machine versus human. That's a lazy headline. It's amplified human versus static human. And that difference changes everything. Because the worker who uses AI tools efficiently becomes faster. Not slightly faster, noticeably faster. The freelancer who integrates AI into workflows becomes more scalable. They can handle more clients, more projects, more output, without burning out. The entrepreneur who automates routine processes gains leverage, and leverage compounds, that's the key word. Compounds. Small efficiency gains stack, then stack again. Then stack again, and suddenly one person is operating at 150% capacity, while another is still stuck doing manual repetition. Now here's what people forget. This has happened before. When Excel became mainstream, accountants who learned it early dominated. They weren't smarter. They weren't more talented, they were faster. They could analyze more scenarios, build better forecasts, respond quicker. And in business, speed often wins. When photographers adopted digital editing, they thrived. The ones who refused, they didn't disappear overnight. They just slowly became less competitive, less efficient, less scalable. When businesses embraced e-commerce early, they survived. The ones who mocked online shopping, they called it a trend until it wasn't. Technology doesn't eliminate competition, it upgrades it. That's the uncomfortable truth. Now imagine the scenario. Two people apply for the same role, same experience, same education, same intelligence. But one of them can produce output 40% faster because they understand modern tools. Who wins? Not because they're smarter, because they're amplified. Let me repeat that. Amplified. AI is a multiplier, and multipliers reward initiative. They reward the person who experiments, who adapts, who is willing to look slightly stupid for a month while learning something new.
That's who benefits.
That's who benefits. Not the loudest, not the most dramatic, the most adaptive. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Because most people think this shift is about technical skill. It's not, it's about behavior. Two types of people emerge during every technological shift. The ones who say, "This is dangerous, I'll wait." And the ones who say, "This is dangerous, I'll learn." The first group protects comfort. The second group builds leverage. And over time, leverage beats comfort. Every time. This is not about replacing humans. It's about raising the bar for humans. If you stay static in a world where tools are accelerating, you're not being replaced by a robot. You're being outpaced by someone who embraced one. That's different. And it's fixable. Because amplification is available to everyone. You don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to be a genius. You need curiosity. You need initiative. And you need to understand one simple rule. In an AI-enhanced world, the most valuable person is not the one who does everything manually. It's the one who knows what to automate, what to optimize, and what to keep human. That's the new edge. And if that makes you slightly uncomfortable, good. Because discomfort is the starting point of adaptation. Now, in the final part of this video, we're going to get practical, not theoretical. I'm going to show you exactly which skills compound in the AI era, which roles become more valuable, and how to position yourself so AI works for you, not against you. Because remember, AI is a multiplier, and multipliers reward initiative. The question is simple. Are you going to stay static, or are you going to amplify? Let's move to the final part. All right. So we've established something important. AI is a multiplier. It amplifies skill. It amplifies speed. It amplifies leverage. But here's the question that actually matters. How do you make sure it amplifies you? Because tools don't reward passive people. They reward initiative. Let me give you something practical. There are 3 types of skills in the AI era. The first type, repetitive execution skills. These are the bottom layer sandwich skills. Formatting, sorting, basic drafting, data entry, routine analysis. If your entire value is built on repetition, you're exposed, not doomed. Exposed. The second type, augmented skills. These are skills that become stronger with AI. Research, strategy, marketing, coding, design, operations. If you know how to use AI inside these domains, you become faster, more scalable, more precise. You don't disappear, you expand. The third type, human differentiator skills. Judgment, taste, ethics, communication, leadership, narrative thinking, decision-making under uncertainty. I can assist these. It cannot own them. And the people who combine augmented skills with human judgment, they become extremely valuable. Now, let me be brutally honest. Most people won't adapt. Not because they can't, because they won't. They'll scroll, they'll argue, they'll complain, they'll call it hype, and quietly, they'll stay static. But the ones who win, they'll do something simple. They'll experiment. They'll spend 30 minutes a day testing tools. They'll automate 1 task a week. Nothing dramatic, just consistent amplification. And here's the part nobody tells you. The gap doesn't explode overnight. It widens quietly, month by month, year by year, until suddenly one person operates at 3 times output, and the other still believes this is just a phase. Now think about your own situation. If AI removed 30% of your current workload, would you panic? Or would you finally have space to think strategically? Because the real opportunity isn't working more, it's working on higher layers. Remember the sandwich. If AI eats the bottom layer, good. Let it. You were never meant to live there permanently. You were meant to move upward. Now here's the truth. This isn't about survival, it's about positioning. The future will reward people who understand leverage, and leverage rewards clarity. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, pick 1 tool, use it daily. Replace 1 repetitive task. Document what improves. Observe where you gain time. Don't try to master everything. Just build momentum. Because momentum compounds. Just like leverage. And just like multipliers. Now here's the part where I don't beg. If this breakdown changed how you think, subscribe, not because of the algorithm, but because this channel is about understanding economic shifts before they hit your paycheck. We're not here for panic, we're here for positioning. If you want more breakdowns like this, like the video. It signals that you value strategy over fear, and if you know someone who's terrified of AI right now, send this to them. Because panic spreads fast, but clarity spreads faster. Remember, AI is not coming for you. It's coming for your lowest value tasks. The only question is, are you going to climb or cling? I'll see you in the next one.